Hi everyone, welcome back to my show, Awareness Hub. One place where you'll get updates and get awareness about all the things that are happening in the world right now. Right from content creation to artificial intelligence to Web3, you name it, you're gonna get updates and try to understand what are the opportunities that are present in the world and how you can grab them. And I'm gonna do this by bringing in a lot of guests who are experts in their field who are gonna share their knowledge, expertise, and experience, which in turn is gonna make you smarter. So in this session, we have Phanindra Reddy with us, who's popularly known as Cryptophani, who's a Web3 content guy. He started his journey as a freelancer, doing content creation for all the Web3 projects. He's been doing really a great job, and eventually he started his own agency called Web3WIBE, which is a content creation platform, content strategy platform for all the Web3 projects. They're doing a lot of stuff. They're doing like really great things. So this session is going to be really valuable for all the freelancers who are into Web3 niche. So I hope this session brings a lot of value to you people. So without further ado, let's bring him to the show. Okay. First of all, thank you so much, Phanindra, to accept my invitation.
Okay.
It's a great pleasure to have you in my show. So I think rather than calling you like
It's my
Phanindra
pleasure.
Reddy, it's been fame. I wouldn't say like fame. People got used to Cryptophani. You've built your personal brand as Cryptophani, right?
Yeah.
I think that's how like people know you. When
Yes.
people kind of when I started getting to LinkedIn and all, and I was like into this Web3, like I knew that Cryptophani is a guy like who does like very good content on Web3 niche actually, generally like on the whole. So that's how you have built your personal brand. So
Hmm.
again, like it's my pleasure to have you here. How do
Yeah.
you feel to be on my show?
Thank you so much. It's amazing, man. I know you from the start of my career, like when I'm starting in my career.
Yes.
So from that time onwards, I know I worked with you. So it's been amazing. Like I was like, okay, uh, I want to like be in this show. Kind of. It's super good,
Okay.
and it's like talking to my brother. So why not?
Wow. It kind of fit me. And moreover, like I think this session is going to be like superb, valuable, especially people who are into freelancing and in Web3 niche because like you have excelled in your Web3 niche, so it's going to be like really
Yeah.
valuable. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
as you know, like you have started your career as a freelancer and then you have built your own agency. So can you just tell me a little bit about this Web3 vibe?
Uh,
Like, how did you even start? Like, what is it about, and like, how is it doing right now?
So in the starting, I started as a machine learning engineer. In
Mm-hmm.
2021, I graduated, and I actually did no coding. So I
Wow.
asked my dad, and like dad gave me 10 lakh rupees of money, and
Mm-hmm.
it's in COVID time. It's in
Okay.
December of 2020. My dad said, nah, I'm not giving you a single rupee. You can go out of my house. Then I was like,
Okay.
okay, it's not. It's high time to learn something. So
Mm-hmm.
I literally like worked 8 hours a day and coded for 2 months. I literally
Wow.
learned everything in Python and got a job as a
Mm-hmm.
data scientist in the third month. So as a
Wow.
machine learning engineer. So I was like doing my job. I want to experiment a lot. So I joined NAS Academy. Then did a lot of courses. One course I won. So in that course, they actually gifted me another course, which is like a creator course, where they taught
Wow.
me how to be on camera, how to write scripts, so how to
Mm-hmm.
story tell everything within 1 month.
Exactly.
So that is where
Okay.
my creator thing actually waken up. It's like complete 1 month from editing to scripting, writing, being on camera. So how to actually present a story. It's like complete marketing in a single thing, like video and everything.
Got
So
it.
after that, I won second prize in it, and they gifted me a
Mm-hmm.
Web3 course. So
Wow.
that is when I okay, like I got into Web3. Yeah, it was that is in a collaboration with Meta Cohen. He who bought the People's Heart for $69 million. So he said why
Okay.
NFTs will grow, and we got on a meetup, and the call went all night. It started at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the evening, and went through
Mm-hmm.
3 o'clock in the morning. So all night we talked. I literally don't know anything at that time, but people are so warm and they actually told me everything that I'm in doubts with. And I was like, okay, space is going to be super good, and the people are really nice. I just literally the community is amazing actually. So I want to do something on my own. So I started to write in LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
I started to create an Instagram. I started doing YouTube videos, but video takes a longer time. So I generally shifted to LinkedIn because like it takes less of a time and more of a reach in general. So I started writing in LinkedIn, and after 4 months of efforts, someone actually approached me and said that can you write for our company too. So then I actually started writing for them. I literally don't have any intentions for this thing. So it's actually like that it came, and I haven't even got any cold mails. Like very few I did. It didn't work out for me. Majority of the people that I got are the leads in general. So uh, I got the leads and started there. Then it's majorly from word of mouth. People actually saw me. They said that doing good work actually helps a lot. I literally know nothing. I applied for like 30 internships. I know I didn't got a single one. So I thought like, okay,
So in Web3,
let's
you've
learn it from
applied,
myself itself. So
you
yeah, in
applied for
general
Web3.
Web3 or in content
Okay.
writing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in general Web3 content writing freelance. I applied for many internships. I got
Mm-hmm.
zero. So I don't even know how in general, like how people treat in general. But one way is like, I didn't like that much of my corporate culture. It was like, it doesn't give importance as your person. But in freelance, when you do something, uh, you have something to fulfill, and that gives you the power of like you doing something great, and you are part of being something that I get it in freelancers. Like it kind of give me a sense of importance. So that is the main reason more than money. Then sometime after in May or June, I was like, okay, my office sent me a card. The card is it's the entrance card for the office. So they want me to
Okay.
come there like at this time in
Oh.
general, like 2 or 3 months in
Mm-hmm.
general. Says
Mm-hmm.
like it was high time we should take some action, or like even if I go to my office, my freelance can't be sustained. I resigned. I didn't even tell my parents. Then
Wow.
I said like some fine day after 2 3 days. I was like, "Do you know the advantages of freelancing?" Then I was like,
Okay.
"Okay." And what if people? My friend is there. He left his job to do freelancing. Then
Okay. So
like,
it's like
okay,
you
okay,
slowly
that is
just,
their wish. Then I was like,
got
okay.
into
I
that
also
line
did
and
the same. They were like,
okay,
they
like you
want like
slowly got into
safety
their
because
radar
our
and like you
parents, many
started.
of our parents, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in general, like once you get into this thing, it requires like 3 to 4 months of talking about a single thing, even when people are not listening. Let's say for some posts in LinkedIn, you don't get views. You get like 30 impressions, 20 impressions, or 10 impressions, or 50 impressions. Like if you keep a selfie and say, I am a girl, like, sorry, I'm a person who did that, I just win MacBook and all that stuff, it'll get like hundreds of likes. But in general, when the posts are like literally value to your niche, it doesn't get that many of the views, but it get, let's say even like 2,000 people saw it. It's like super niche to your this thing. Those 2,000 people are the people who actually give you a job, or give you the work, or give you money.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
those are the money eyeballs, and remaining are like normal eyeballs. Your target should be as a freelancer in general should be like attract the money balls.
Got it. Got
It's
it.
like they're normal balls and money balls. People who give you a lot
Mm-hmm.
of money, these are like the top higher people sitting in the 0.1% of the creamy layer, right?
Okay.
Like sometimes they don't care about the virality, they care about how can you tell their brand story. So don't never focus on views. I actually did that mistake of focusing on views, but you need to focus on the type of story you're telling, and you can gradually improve a lot in general.
Makes sense.
So
So
that is my
actually,
main motto. Like that's how I actually started. Huh.
okay. So now,
And you are the first person I hired.
exactly. So I just wanted to tell you that, actually to all the listeners who are listening, actually it was a great pleasure that
Yeah.
Phanindra actually after starting his career, like I think he started getting more projects since he couldn't manage everything. So he hired me. I was
Yeah,
like working
actually
for him
yes.
for a while, but later on, due to my this college schedule and all, like I couldn't cope up with this pace. So I thought like, okay, let me just kind of take a break and then maybe in the future
Actually, like,
we
huh,
will
I
just,
was like, okay,
yeah. And then, so,
definitely,
talking about
man.
your
I was like, at the
freelancing,
time, I can't able to cope up with my job. Yeah. Hmm.
exactly. And
Yeah.
okay, now like,
Just
coming
saying,
back to
continue.
this freelancing, you said like you've started getting this inbound leads and things like that. And even I've seen your, interview with Saheli,
Hmm.
right? I think you have taken this freelance one on academy course, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, the Saheli actually
Hmm.
interviewed
Yeah.
because you crossed this 1 lakh plus month, per month annum you know, as a freelancer. You have
Yeah.
done that, right?
Yeah.
So
One
like,
month plus month. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my question here
Yeah.
is that, funny, like, uh, is it possible, first of all, I don't know your time frame, like how long it took for you to take this, to get this 1 lakh plus month. So like what is
Mhm.
that exact time frame? Is it even possible, like practically possible for people to get to that 1 lakh plus per month, in the shorter span of time? Or is it just, like, people are trying to no, just to sell their cross? Are they just trying to give you this headline like, my students have, generated like 1 lakh plus month as a freelancer, like come join my cross, something like that? Like, is it like even really possible to reach that amount in a like very short span of time?
Okay, first I want to clear three things. Let's
Mm-hmm.
say if you don't know any skill,
Okay.
if you don't know any skill, if you want to learn a skill and want to cross 1 lakh, this amounts, it actually takes time to actually cross the stuff. Let's say you, for learning the skill, it generally takes 3 months. Let's say for
Okay.
social media marketing, it
Mm-hmm.
literally takes like 3 to 4 months of continuous experimenting, learning on your own profiles, what you're preaching. So taking normal clients, even let's say, like I have seen so many people literally take like 5 months something to get to 10K, 2 to 3 months to get to 50K, and less than a month to get to the 1 lakh. So when you get to these things, it's not the shortest amount of time, it is how much you're kind of working. If you know a skill, let's say you know social media marketing, or let's say you know content writing for perfectly, these people can actually like take that and can tell you like, okay, how to create your LinkedIn profile, how to create, how to email people, how to do all that stuff. So you can learn that stuff in general, like you can actually put your skills to use and get clients in general. Let's say you're nothing in generally, uh, the time frame is not possible. Thing is, the
Okay.
essential skill is like the background is you know a skill.
So let's like,
The
when you
main thing,
know
like when
is.
I joined the academy, I didn't know any stuff. I actually got to experiment a lot. It took me like 6 months to land my first client. No, 5 months in general to land my first client. But the thing is, I don't even know content writing, but I know a lot about Web3. All the stuff I told you, right? The Web3 NAS Academy.
Yeah.
So I created a lot of videos, Instagram. I got my viral video, like one of my YouTube video got like 8 lakh views, kind of. It literally
Okay.
got 8 lakh views, kind of like it super went away. So I did a lot of experimentation on YouTube, all that stuff. So I kind of know that like I have experimented a lot. I want to go with YouTube automation, like helping people with YouTube SEO and all that stuff at the starting. But I didn't get a lot of clients for that. I and also know
Mm-hmm.
Web3. Then I read someone called as Lipsa Das. She's still my mentor. So she wrote like how she got $1,000 per article. Then I was
Oh,
like, oh my God, is this possible? I also know about Web3. I'm making content about Web3. I'm part of NAS Academy, and like I live this way. So why don't I write about it? So I thought and started my career in that. And literally writing in LinkedIn, writing my blogs, it took me like 3 months to get my brand established. So if you already had a brand and you're working on a job or getting like 10K or something less than that, within 2 months, you can actually get to the 1 lakh mark, 2 to 3 months. But if you're completely new and you want to learn from the start, just literally take a 6 months time frame and like work every day.
okay. Like not to expect anything,
So
just
that is,
focus.
there are people who actually did the every process in two to 3 months. I'm not saying there are not any people there. Like if you have a particular skill, like finding your skill takes like 15 to 20 days or 1 month. Like why you should, let's say, there's so many skills, right? You want to be an Instagram marketer, who want to be an Instagram coach, who are you targeting? Let's say LinkedIn writer, LinkedIn ghostwriter, you want to be a video editor, want to be a UX designer. Everything has its pros and cons, and you need to decide what you want to become. So after that, getting your clients, you need to join Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups. You want to message people that you want to work for them, even for a testimonial, to show that you should have like your own work published, like in some websites or Medium links in LinkedIn profiles. So all that stuff, it takes like minimum of 6 months time. But even I know so many people who actually suffered like 8 months or something, and when they got the gist of it, when they know like what they're actually doing, and they actually charge a super high amount right now. Let's say for
Okay.
1 month, for 1 lakh to 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, you can also scale at a super fast pace. But that have comes with a limitation. Let's say you can earn like 3 to 4 lakhs. In general, 3 lakhs with like 5, 6 clients in general. But you need to form a team after that in general after that. But the
Mm-hmm.
figures are kind of possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So it's that, as you said, like, since, I mean, like, if you don't have any skills and if you're just getting started, it's like, complete work for 6 months and not expect just like that, right? And then, like, maybe you can start
Yes,
getting these clients and all.
like
But
like 80% of the people who started freelance actually give up. Like even people are surprised because 6 months, like till 6 months, there is no result for me. It's kind of like the longest time because I experimented a lot. What actually sticks to me, even so, minimum of 6 months of time you should take to actually get. Some people actually leave their jobs. Let's say they might be doing some jobs. They actually leave their jobs inside that okay, freelance will give me everything. I want to follow the dream and all that stuff. I actually left my job when I'm getting double of my job every month for 2 months consistently.
okay.
So even if I didn't get money from still there, I have like 4 months of my salary savings there right itself. So you should give that to yourself, or else your brain will be always be thinking it's like super risky. You can't able to do it, and parents will be forcing you. You are doing shit. Man, Indian parents are literally saying I got lucky because my parents are super supportive in whatever I do. But in general, when you actually resign a job and you don't have a normal income, not only your parents, you're ready to come and eat you like vulture. Not gonna lie. On your face, they speak nice. On your back, they actually take you away, post-mortem, and eat all the organs away. So be careful with the relatives and
Yeah,
the people
that's the
surrounding
biggest
you. They
problem.
actually like I actually received a lot of love from strangers around the world than the people I know. Like,
I mean, that's true.
literally speaking, let's say if you take 100 people from the people you actually know and 100 people, random strangers in the world, they actually want you to get succeed. But the people here, they don't want to kind of. They're like, okay, stuck to the systems and all. And our parents grow in the era of like risk, like all the age. Let's say they're growing, coming up. They saw a lot of these things, kind of like depressions or stock market fails. They saw a lot of
Yes, true.
up and down so rapidly. So they think that you should be get stable. But our
Stable.
situations are different. Everybody has the minimum needs, everyone. So it is like anything you do, you can get the minimum. So why not do the best, take the out of it and punch it out of it. You have the opportunity at this. Like I thought only one thing, let's say I can actually resign my job. Like I actually
Hmm.
waited 1 year to complete my 1 year at this thing, so I will get the experience of 1 year.
Yeah,
In generally, if you
true.
do, if you resign like even ninth month or something, you don't get the 1 year experience. It's like zero experience kind of they will give. They don't even give the 6 months of experience. So that is how I actually had a 1 year experience. So I was like, okay, all sorted. Now just like go on, punch it. You don't need to worry about anything. It's like zero worrying. So I don't have to lose anything. So it's like super way into like getting something I want.
Okay, got it. Makes sense.
So
So
yeah.
it's that, people are just getting started out. You just have to remind that, it's gonna take time. It's not like, one fits. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like one size fits all. It's gonna take time. It's that, we just have to be
Mm.
consistent and just put in that work.
And you're going to work a lot than 9 to 5.
Exactly.
You're
That's the
going to
main
work a
thing that
lot.
people have to understand.
You will do the job of 10 people at a time.
True. Then
Like
you're
some
just,
people think, okay, it is like only you do that work. No, not only that. Let's say in a freelance, you actually do the work of 10 people. You are a lead generator yourself, you're a lead closer, you're a communicator, you're the PR person to that person's, and you are the validator, like it's going not or not. You are the content creator, you are the content strategist, and you are the person who makes you get results. You are the client communicator, you are the invoice raiser, you are the person who want to take bills, you are the rules organizer. So you actually play like 10-15 hats at the similar time. At the starting I used to work like 6 to 8 hours a day. It's really not easy. Whoever said it's easy, it's not easy. It's not
mhm.
at all easy. But when you go through it like in 6 months or something, you can actually have processes, you can actually have people helping you to make it like easier, and you can focus your time on more things that is giving you more money, more growth. So that is the thing. You can't actually scale that in your job. Let's say I will hire another person to do my job, you will say fuck off. Like organization don't accept that. But in general, your growth depend on yourself. That is the main thing that in freelance or business that actually helps a lot. And you can consider yourself as a business. You can grow it as an organization in the future too.
Got it. Got it. Now I think that's it
Yeah.
good for this freelancing. Now I just want to come to your expertise, that's this web3. Okay, so when we talk about like web3,
Hmm.
especially for this content creators, this data stuff now, like people say that
Hmm.
web3 is like when we create something, it's like we own the data. It's not like that we are giving out the data, right? I mean, like we have
Hmm.
this
Yeah.
ownership kind
Hmm.
of thing. So can I just can you
Yeah.
just explain like so simple term that people are like able to understand? Because you see, right? I mean, like we've been into this completely social media, right? We've been told that all the data has been
Yeah.
given to this company and stuff like that. But in Web3, it's like complete
Hmm.
opposite. Like we own the data. So can you just break down that in simple terms so that people can
Yeah.
understand it much better?
Uh, I'll give you a small example.
Sure.
Let's say the web 1, web 2, web 3 stuff, right? Let's say the
Mm-hmm.
web 1 is the static websites. So
Yeah.
it's only one way. Let's say you have a postman and the
Mm-hmm.
postman gives you letters and you
Mm-hmm.
can only receive letters. You can't actually give back. Just it's like one way information. That is
Yeah.
the
One
web
way.
1 situation. It's only static websites and the message is only delivered to you. The second comes the web 2, which is like two-way communication in general. Let's say when the Facebook arrived, when what Facebook arrived, YouTube arrived, people actually created their own content. Though organizations are not creating any content. It's like two-way. You can see the other people's content and you can also send the content, right? So it's like you can send other people's letters and other people can send you letters. But there is a large problem. The postman can see the letter, the postman can read a letter, the postman can
Oh,
see
okay.
everything. Let's say Facebook uses all of your data, YouTube uses all of your data, and they sell you something. So you don't, let's say you're not paying for the product, you are the product, right?
Yes.
How do these
That's true.
companies makes money? By
Mm-hmm.
selling you to companies. So that is how it's like till now it's working. You don't own your data and you don't own the, let's say you put something in YouTube, you can't say this is mine. That is the
Mm-hmm.
platform, that is YouTube's, and YouTube takes 55% of the revenue. Let's say Facebook itself, these have the majority of the uh, stakes in it, and they don't have the users. Like YouTube can ban anyone, Facebook can ban anyone. The control is in these people, and we don't have any control of ourselves and our data. And here comes the Web3 space, where the postman can deliver you the letter, but that letter can be only opened with you, and even if the postman try to open it, it's in a code that is only understand by you. So it is only possible for you to read the letter and the info is only for you. Similarly, in the Web3 space, you can only own your data. What that means, like you can have control of all your data. The data is stored in decentralized storage, and not YouTube, not any of the organizations can access it directly. So you
Okay.
need to give the permission for them to access it everything, like in general if they want to access it. And there are apps like Brave we're using right now, right? It will access
Yeah, Brave.
permission. Let's say you can actually sell your data. If you want to see ads for getting revenue and stuff, you can actually give your data so that you can get your money, because they're using your data. You will be getting the value. This is a small example of what I'm saying, like for the
Makes
entire
sense.
applications of
Yeah.
Web3. So you have the control of your data, and the whole data is stored in blockchain, which is like a ledger kind of. It's like account books where everyone can see what is actually happening and no one can manipulate it. And all is stored in a hashing mechanism.
Okay. Got it.
So
So it's
simply,
there
if
for
I want to say,
mm-hmm.
it's like you control your data. You say that, mujhe, like I don't want to see ads, you don't see ads. If you want to see ads, you can have the rewards of it.
Okay.
So have like complete control of your own data. Yeah.
Got it. So, to put it in a nutshell, we can say like, there's not like the central authority, even though there's like central authority, like there doesn't have the permission to look at the things that what we are posting or like, giving out, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
They
I
don't
think
have the permission of everything of what we do.
makes sense.
It's kind
Got
of
it.
like permission to ourselves, like permission of our
Mm-hmm.
identities. So
Okay.
basically that, like identity crisis.
Okay. Now, this coming back to this market, I mean, this Web3 market, right? Actually, recently there's been a lot of,
Mhm.
volatility, like, crypto prices are like going down and things like that. So, like, what do you think about this current state of Web3
Mhm.
now, like, current state? On the
Uh,
whole, I mean, you take NFT, you take crypto, like, on the whole, like,
Thing is
literally on the whole.
literally from the December,
Mm-hmm.
in March of 2022, CJ's net worth is $66 billion.
Okay.
Right now it is 4.5. From 66 billion to 4.5 it fell down.
Oh,
Like literally
that's
the
very huge.
billionaires lost like 116 kind of billions in the Web3 space only in like last because of the scandals and everything. So it's kind of like the internet bubble that happened, but
Mm-hmm.
the things will actually improve from here. What happened is like people started to like want to sell the hype up, so all the things happened till now, but the real applications are coming. Let's say people like Polygon, Ethereum, other blockchains builders, they are right now building a lot, hell lot, and they are going to integrate gradually with the in general with this, and people are going to use it. Very large companies are coming in. As the scandals fall, literally there are like more than 1,000 companies that actually 1,000 big companies, like more than 85% of the Fortune 500 companies came into Web3. You know that more than
Oh,
85% of the Fortune 500 companies came into Web3 in collaboration with Web3, like in the
okay.
metaverse or in the blockchain or anything. So 85% of the Fortune 500 people want people who can guide them about Web3, right? No one knows about Web3. In generally, no one. Even the leaders don't know everything about the Web3. It is people like us who actually like research everything, do everything, get knowledge about it. So we people are in super demand right now, and people who actually sell the hype went away. They are like, okay, abhi to paisa nahi hai, then what we can do, we are like nothing right now. So people who stays and builds, they actually like have a very large impact to create right now, because this is the time to grow, this is the time to build stuff up, this is the time to help people who are standing. So you have super large opportunity right now. I just want to get into some like selling and chilling up. It's not a great time. You will lose a lot of money. It's not about like investing and all. It's like working with the people who are there. So yeah.
Got it. So it's that, as you said, there's a lot of this hype around, people were trying to just create this art, right? I mean, like, it's very easy to create art and people started selling for like higher price, this NFTs. Once upon a time we had a lot of prices, right, for this
Mhm.
NFTs and all,
Yeah.
which, at the end of the day, like, they never, like, this Gary Vee says,
Thing
like,
is
he
for
on,
NFTs. Hmm.
yeah. So this Gary Vee actually told,
So
right,
yeah,
like,
about the NFTs, right? Most of the
this,
people.
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
You saying something?
No, go ahead.
No, no. What the NFT hype? What happened is like no,
Mm-hmm.
no, no one ever saw NFT as a technology that changes the personalized revolution of
Mm-hmm.
products. No one ever saw that. Everyone wanted to sell the hype that okay, buy my NFT, be my community, and all that shit. Everyone sold the shit. But where the utility of NFT comes is, let's say it's a tech everyone can use, but people made fun out of it in general, like for the hypes. When no one knows, they actually sell the NFTs of board A's and all this stuff, saying that this is the future kind of and everything. But where NFTs can be really used in general, let's say you buy a life insurance or something, that can be your NFT. Let's say you buy a product, that can be your NFT. The NFT can be your product validator, the guarantee card of it. Let's say you buy a car, the proof is the NFT. It can be in the metaverse. So all the stuff that we're using in real life can have direct implications or the technology of NFTs. Non-fungible token is a technology. Anything and everything can be a non-fungible token. Anything as NFT. So when people started using it, the technology that we use will be completely NFTs in the future. Let's say you do a transaction, that can be an NFT, that can be stored as a proof. So those things, the NFTs can be used. Meaningless arts won't sustain. If you're buying any meaningless art for a company because some people are buying it, it won't. It won't sustain. And don't. In general, I will ask like even if you don't buy anything in the space, just work with people who are building in it. So that is the best option in general.
Okay,
See it
got
as
it.
a technology. If you see it as a technology, you actually win. If you see it as a pump and dump scheme, you never win.
Makes sense, makes sense. I mean, actually, what was I gonna tell you is like, same the things, same points like what you were telling. Is that, I think like Gary Vee has been, telling this, right? Like
Okay.
98% of all these NFT projects are gonna go like to zero. It's because the simple answer, like as you said, is like there's no
Yeah.
real, real value or like real world utility that is being associated with it. They just, start selling their
Yes.
art, thinking that it's like very cool, but they are not gonna sustain. Maybe they would have made money in the shorter term, but they're not gonna sustain in this longer term. Yes. So that's one thing. I think,
Actually, yes.
now coming back to this content creation part, like you mentioned this, right? As you said, like even this big leaders are not like well aware of about all the things that this details of this web3. Like we as content creators, we are trying to do a lot
Yeah.
of research, and to be frank, like we are being this like middleman. We're going to take this this complex topic and like break down so that people can understand like what is web3,
Yes.
how businesses can adapt this
Yeah.
web3 and all. So like what do you think for this opportunity, like how people as a content creator should get into this NFT, like I mean not NFT, web3, like how can they do something great about it as a content creator?
So yeah, not more like a middleman, more like a superhero, because people don't understand what happening in Web
Exactly.
three. Let's say you explain to some parents or something what is Web three. They don't actually understand it. It's like okay, it's not complex. People can't use it, right? Let's say you have wallets or the gas fees and all that stuff. Even doing a simple
Mm-hmm.
transaction, it's in the nascent stage. So people actually doing that stuff. So we can actually make it super simple for them. Why all the steps are required? What are the people who are actually doing nice stuff? We should talk about them. So making it simple for people makes you believe that okay, this people is making simpler for myself. So they actually trust you. It is your duty. Like if you're a content creator and want to get in the Web3 space, just like do one thing. Take one hard topic every day, just one topic. You learn it yourself
Mm-hmm.
and you explain it to the world. Like write a LinkedIn post, write a blog, or make a small video, 30-second video about it. Make it super easy that even a 10-year-old can understand. Like keep your language barrier at 9 to 10 years or a fifth grader, right? Make it simpler that because like you and fifth grader can understand. Don't think that my audience are actually BTech or my audience are degree. People don't want to use their brain. It stresses them. Make it super
Exactly.
simple that actually people uses it. Make it super simple, supreme simpler. Apple doesn't even uses one hard word in its entire copy. No of the top 50, no of the top 100 companies in the world use hard copy. It's like no hard words, nothing. They actually make it super simpler. And why the purpose? That everything is driven with purpose. Actually never even mention the camera pixel size or the battery size. It only talks with the benefit that you get. It never talks about the specification. So in general, talk about how it actually helps you, how Web3 helps you, how these help, which company can actually help it. These companies are not using it, they should use it. Tell your opinion, tell everything that you're thinking about and express yourself. You will be noticed within 2 to 3 months. I guarantee you. Because I literally searched the LinkedIn for every day. Like yesterday, I searched it for 4 hours. I barely find 30 creators creating about Web3. I literally find less than 30
Wow.
creators who created quality content in LinkedIn. They
Okay.
used to be a lot of creators in Web3 and literally dropped. I was like, okay, now it is the time. There is like no one there, and there are companies that are building right, super nice right now, and they can actually help you a lot here.
Okay. So is that, as you said, like, sometimes actually
Yeah,
when you talk about this Apple's copy and all, people generally know about this, camera and stuff. But still, even for that, those simple things, like they are not using that,
yeah,
hard copy because like people cannot understand. But so obviously, when it comes to like
yeah,
Web3, we have to, put it in like as simple as possible because, it's going to be like very difficult, right? Talking about
yeah,
decentralization, this, this hashing technology. I mean, like there's a lot of stuff in that. So when we try to use this, like so much jargons and all, it's gonna confuse them. As you said, people don't want, again, like they don't want to. Let's say, for example, if they're reading your blog and if they don't understand, again, they don't want to take their time and go to another person.
hmm.
Why do they come to you? Is because you make their job simple by
Okay,
giving them the simple answer. They don't want to go again from your blog to another guy's blog. So it's like in
yeah,
our hand that you put as simple as possible, right? Yes. And again,
yeah.
we are,
Make
I
the
think.
customer journey super simple. Yeah,
Exactly. So now, I just wanted to come back to this technology stuff. I think for this past 1 to 2 years, like we've had this Web3, and now for the past 5 to 6 months, we have this AI, right? I mean,
hmm.
like people, everybody are talking about AI or social media
Yeah,
feeds, headlines, everything has been
yeah.
bombarded with AI, this language modeling and all. So, like, what is your take on this AI? Meaning, like,
Mhm.
does AI have an great, direct impact on Web3, or is it just, this association kind of thing? Like, what do you think about AI and Web3?
uh, for making the product it has a super large impact. Let's say
Mm-hmm.
like if before that if you take like 1 month or 2 months to actually create a product to running even MVP, It takes like 2 to 3 days to create MVP right now. That is the amount of thing that AI has. It's like it actually super fast the building process. Let's see, even if you want to write content, thing is like ChatGPT is there, right? It's only fed for 2021 till later. So all the things that happen after it can't able
Exactly.
to get access to, but it can give you so many structures. It can give you the basic outlines, it will give you the thing researchers, so everything. It's like it's kind of like super, it will super fast your journey, like what you do in general. It can't replace a human. It is like you training your assistant do something. Like you, let's say you are a doctor, right? You can't every time go to and pick up a scissor and pick up everything when you want. The AI is your assistants. You do the main work. The AI will do the remaining works that you don't need to focus on, right? So it's like more of a helping assistant than your replacements. And actually, AI helps a lot. Everyone uses right now. If you are a professional, you are using AI. Like let's say we are using Quillbot, that's an AI. Grammarly AI, SEO tool, Surfer SEO AI. Everything that we use has AI. Notion right now is AI. Every has like AI involved in it. So it's like you're using I'm using more than 10 to 12 applications a day with AI without even knowing
Wow.
or not knowing. So it's like yeah,
So it's
this
that,
happens.
technology is gonna come, and we cannot. There's like one thing we have to embrace. One thing is like we can never fight back the technology. Like we cannot sit in our couch and stay in a state like, hey, this AI is gonna
Yeah.
come. It's gonna replace us. It's nothing like that. It's that we just have to embrace the technology and try to get adapted to it, and like use it to your leverage. Don't
Mhm.
try to go against it. Like use it to your leverage so that you can do even bigger
Yes.
things, right?
Actually, yes. Like when you actually concentrate on how this thing helps me a lot and how to use it, let's say something takes you 10 hours a day, and you can make it in super less, right? So if you can do that stuff, then it is the best thing that generally people can do. And you can be like amazing. You can do amazing stuff if you want. So that is the main thing.
Got it. Got it. So, finally, I just
Yeah.
wanted to end the session with asking you one thing. So, what is your biggest learning so far? Like, as you said, you have just started with this machine learning stuff. Like, you have been like fully into tech, and then slowly you just got access
Mhm.
to this Web3 courses. You started
Okay.
your journey over there. You started as a freelancer. Now you have your own agency, right? So far,
Okay.
like, there's been a lot of in a journey. I mean, you would have had
Mm.
a lot of ups and downs. So, like, what is your biggest learning that you wanted to, that you have embraced and you think that will help for other people as well?
The biggest learning for me is like the people you're with in general. So freelancing is not like up, like completely ups at the same time. It's like completely up and down. Sometimes your clients like your work, sometimes you don't. They don't. Sometimes you get a lot of clients that you can't even handle. Sometimes you don't have no work. You have no work kind of. But in every situation you need to be stay focused, stay calm, and you need to talk with people who are helping you, not actually draining you. And basically how you, the state of mind is super important. Like actually in November I have lost all of my clients, literally all, because the
Oh,
FTX hassle has at that time, and most of my
yeah.
clients have their funds in FTX. So everyone actually dropped or something. So it's actually a tough time for me, but the mindset and the people I'm with actually helped me a lot to get out of it. So if you ask me, that is the main thing. The mindset and the people you're with is the super main thing. Always be with people who actually pushes you a lot. So that is the best you can get.
Hey people, thank you so much for watching my show. I hope this session was like really valuable to you people. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and if you have any suggestions for me to talk about any particular topic, do let me know that as well. I'll bring in the particular expert who can give a lot of insights and knowledge about that particular topic. And moreover, if you are a student who are watching my show, and if you wanted to get an update and awareness about all the things that are happening in the world right now, then you have to join a community called nas.io. I've created a community in nas.io, which is like really helpful. I put in all the updates, I give all my learnings, I conduct a lot of events on that particular platform. It is completely free. So if you're a student, this is a golden opportunity. Do join my community. The link will be given in my description. So do join the community. You will get a lot of updates, which is going to make you smarter.